Hello everyone. So, as we are entering the last week of the month of February, I've yet one or two books to finish. Let's see if I can do it. But today we're going to talk about first. Going to talk about the books I've been reading, and I finished three books. One I just started yesterday and finished yesterday because it's a small book, and this author really knows how to make stories flow and rapidly. And this is John Atom, which I have already read one book from him, which is City of Anger, and I really enjoyed it. So yesterday I was in the mood to read something fast and furious because I'm reading a slow-paced novel. So I usually read between two, three books at the same time. So I started yesterday and finished yesterday. This is Taste of Blood, which is a book about a young girl that she's 13. She's dating a older person, 19, and he's like a sex predator. He's not like he is a sex predator, and he convinces to have sex and he says that he's going to transform into a vampire, and she's really into that stuff. She turns into a vampire, and from that she turns not. She thinks that she's turned into a vampire, and from that moment on, stuff starts to happen. And the story is about this girl and the relation that she has with her friend, a friend which is also 13 years old and wants to help her any way she can, like first trying to convince her that she's dating a sex molester, then trying to convince that she's not a vampire, um, but ultimately she tries to help her, and then stuff goes down from from that place. This is, as previous John Atom novels, this is more not as much focus on action, but it's very fast paced nonetheless. I really enjoyed Aubrey, which is the girl that she's helping a friend. Um, Although, as all 13 years old, they think that they can handle everything themselves, and things go south from that place. But it's not one of my favorite Jonathan novels. I will rate this in the low tier, um, and 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 I would have given this 70 out of 100, which is good. Again, it's a 3 star, 3.5 star. But for John Hatton books, which I read like 12 or so, it's in the low tier, which says a lot about this author. It's an author I really enjoy. I have yet to collect around 20 of his novels. He has like 50 novels. I have 30 of his novels, so yeah. The second book I finished, it took me a while. Not because it was boring or something like that, it's because I just wasn't in the mood for it. But I really, really enjoyed. It's Alec Hudson, The Book of Zog. This is a fantasy novel which was sold me as Lovecraftian fantasy novel, and it is a Lovecraftian fantasy novel. You've got this boy here, which is an eldritch horror, which is awakened, and that part is amazing. The part of awakening, or part of how these beings are created, and then he goes to another world. He goes to a world and he starts feeding on on horror or fear and so on. But then he starts to get attached to the people. He gets to know the people. He has to start to attach to them. He meets other beings, and he changes from an eldritch horror. Then, midway of the book, they learn that an eldritch horror of amazing powers is coming, and is going to destroy the world. Feed on it. Imagine again, eldritch horror book or movie, or board games. Um, and so he, with the help of another, well, god, and a doctor, I believe that's her name, plus the, the, the collection of and then there is a cat, which is a collection of all energy that exists in the world, like in, not the energy, but um, the collection, like if you have a soul, you, something spirit, you can call it that, and all the collection of those spirits bring the world to life, and that's the cat. The cat represents that, and so they go to search in other worlds, to a way to defeat the eldritch horror. That part was a bit not that good, to be honest. And the ending, the combination of the battle and so on, it was cool again. I really enjoy it. It's a cozy Lovecraftian fantasy novel. I gave it a 92 out of 100, though, because of that middle part which I didn't enjoy at all. But I really enjoy this combination of cozy, Lovecraftian, and so on. I also finished, because I rather finish this novel here. You can't understand the novel because there is no name on it, but basically this is Rob I's Never Die, okay, collection edition, signed and numbered, and this is an amazing novel. I really enjoy this novel. I gave it a good rating, a 97 out of 100, and I really enjoyed it. The last 150 page was a breeze, and it's an amazing novel. It's a journey about this young boy who is collecting, who is trying to revive fallen heroes and to help him defeat an evil king. And so he, again, in the beginning collects a girl, Cho, and then collects another guy which she was battling with, but he thinks he's a hero, and he collects another one, and then all of them will go to defeat the evil king, not king but emperor. And what I really enjoy about this is the development of the characters. So the characters here are Itami Cho. The characters are really well developed. This one is the Itami Cho, which is the first one, and he helps him trying to, well, to grow. He helps them to understand that he has a goal, and they died. So if he defeats the evil king, a Shinigami will restore them to their previous lives. So basically, they will come back to the life again. So being that these two were killed, they have nothing to lose. Itami will almost immediately says, okay, well, do it, because she's honorable and she can, well, and she has to do it because of her honor, which doesn't mean much because her honor has been broken again and again, but this time she really is focused on it. The second character is Zihao Cheng, the Emerald Wind. The other is Whispering Blade. And this one is more, is an anti-hero, what you call an anti-hero. So he doesn't think of himself as a hero, so he will do it because he wants to be free. He tries and almost immediately starts to feel bad, and so he has to go back to the kid. And that shows that they can't really go away without defeating this emperor. And then they go to the third guy. The third guy is how do you call it? It's called the Iron Gut. Chen Lu, the Iron Gut. It's a very strong character. And this one, the both of them defeat him and kill him, and so he has the boy reanimates him, and so they will go together to defeat this emperor. But in between, they will fight. They have to find another one. Okay, this is the interior illustration, very beautiful. And this guy is the master of Wushu. This one is called Bingwei Ma, the master of Sun Valley. There is another one which we don't find him until later on, and so they will go together. So think of this like a novel set in China, or Japan, mostly China, and they jump, and I don't know what to call it, that Shua, I don't Shushuya. I don't know, Shuya. I don't understand Chinese, so I can tell. But Huxia, Huxia, yeah, that's it, Huxia, and they jump and so on. Imagine that kind of scenes relived in paper. It's basically that. And it's very good. It has some fast-paced action scenes. Then there are some parts that are not action scenes there, but they are really well developed. And one of the most amazing parts of this novel was the character themselves. They were really developed, and I mean really. You've got, for example, Iron Gut, which in the beginning is, well, me, and then in the end, he starts to acknowledge the Emerald Wind. He is always making fun of him and so on, but they connect and they become friends, and in the end he even fights and calls his name like battle cry. You've got this other character who was never defeated, and doesn't want to die, and so he could change a lot, and automatically feels that he is part of that group, and even if he can't kill anyone, it's a rule, he can't kill anyone, because that's against his how do you say it, his main goal, main goal in life, not defeat but never kill. In the end he has to kill someone. So you've got the anti-hero that doesn't see himself as a hero, and in the end it changes and so on. It's very, very interesting, and all of this is well done. It's well crafted. It doesn't feel forced. It's an amazing book, and good. It's self-contained novel. So if you read this, you get a full story. There are 3 more single novels. Well, single novels, and they tell all other tales in that world. So it's amazing. Okay, so beautiful book. Last, but certainly not least, because I really enjoyed it. I was very impressed with it, and I don't know where I put the book. Okay, where did I put the book? I don't know. It's here. It is The Other by Troy Young. This is a first novel on the trilogy. There is another one which is called Second Season. So maybe, I don't know what this author is trying to do, but he's trying to do short stories, short novellas. And you can see there, it's a short novellas. All of these chapters are novellas. And they start, it came from the sea, like a woman and a man trying to find something that comes out of the sea, Lovecraft and monster, and they are trying to handle that. After that culmination, both of them independently, for the first her then him, they are bring into an organization, and their goal is to defeat this kind of beings, which they call the Other. Okay, and what's amazing is that the second story, for example, is just her and another group of characters. In the third story, Lives in the Woods, it's him again, and then in the fourth and fifth and sixth, they are three characters and they intermix and they bring together. In the last story, they all bring together to fight Bing, and it's amazing what he did here. First of all, he really brings out the games Eldritch Horror or Arkham Horror, as it feels like a campaign about he goes there, does this and so on. Then it's done in Canada, not in USA, which is usually how these authors comes. This comes from Canada, so it's very interesting because the places are different, the woods are different, the people are different, and it feels different but very good. I really enjoy this book. It's very short, 200 and something pages, so you can read this in a couple of days. Read once. I read this one novella per day, and it's amazing feeling. I really enjoy. There is some these monsters are really taking a toll on these characters, and you see these characters change in stories, which is amazing. And not all of them are safe. One of them even dies. I'm not going to say who. And it's amazing. I really enjoy what he did from this and the world building that is being created. I bet second and third novel, which I'm going to read in the next few months. Sorry. Really brings forth this world, because this is a worldwide phenomenon which is increasing, and this is set in Canada. But do you know that there are beings in other worlds, other places like Egypt, or I believe it's mentioned Egypt. It's mentioned I don't know which one. There are a couple of them that they are mentioned. So it's really good. So I really enjoyed this novel, and I'm going to read more. I gave it a 95 out of 100 because I really felt like I was playing the game. It almost made me want to play the game again. So yeah, those are the books I read. So 4 books, or finished. I didn't start all of them in this week. This current time, I'm reading Andrew Piazza, A Song for the Void, another which so far I'm a third way go, and nothing really happens to the story. We have character development at its best, and we really enjoyed. It's set in the China Sea, and they are dealing with the Opium War. In the Opium War, defeating pirates and so on. They are English, not American. So yeah, I really enjoy it. So apart from that book, I just started this one. I'm 25 pages in. I don't know if I'm going to read this, to be honest. Not because it's bad, but because it's very big. I mean, what kind of letters are these, man? So it's Contagion by Michael McBride. I wanted something fast-paced, so maybe I read this, and then one more book to read. And I have not decided which one. It's going to be Grab and Go. It's going to either be Crimson King by Alex Hudson, The Murder of Lamplight Express, which I read the first book a couple of months ago, in August, or The Painted Darkness by Brian James Freeman. It will depend on how I finish the other 2 books, if I have the time. We are on the 24th of February, so 4 more days to go. I probably won't read that one. I am going to try to finish this, and next month is going to be do Warhammer main month, which is going to be pretty good. Let's see if it's going to be pretty good. Thank you all. I really enjoyed the comments I've been reading here, mostly on Warhammer stuff, which is interesting. And I'm going to try to do this kind of videos more frequently, on a weekly basis, and talk about the books. So thank you all for being here. Thank you. Have a great day.